Aloha, everyone. My name is Angelina, and I wanted to take this time to provide one last video update for the semester. So, going into week one of this semester, I was very intimidated about the process. I knew what I wanted, and I knew what I wanted the final product to look like, and I knew what I wanted to accomplish in terms of like pre-production, production, and post. I just was overstimulated and overwhelmed on how I could get there. I wasn't sure exactly how it would happen. It was kind of a plan as much as you can and the rest figure out as you go kind of situation. But I am really glad of how it came out. And it definitely taught me a lot of lessons and how to overcome a lot of challenges that one could anticipate in media. Going into a career in this field, hopefully, I'm definitely going to keep this in mind going forward. My thoughts now on my research topic are pretty similar to what they were in CM 489. I'm very passionate about sustainability, and I think it's very important for us to encourage it and adapt towards it as much as possible. And I noticed that I wasn't seeing it as much in my age group and in a lot of young adults as much as I wished it to be. So that is why I decided to make it my research topic for my capstone. In terms of what I think about my final project, I'm very proud of it. I think that it educates a lot of people. The people who have reached out to me already after seeing it have told me they thought it was very informational, but yet engaging. A lot of them really liked the quiz towards like the middle end of the documentary, but I didn't want it to be something that people could kind of like start to doze off at as they looked at. I wanted it to be informational but somewhat engaging, so the audience could really participate and retain the knowledge that I was creating for them, and with the help of the people I was interviewing as well. Thank you to them. And that's my thoughts on it now. What I learned about myself as a creative in this journey, well, it's a loaded question, but I think the easiest way to answer it would just be to be that you have to anticipate a lot of things not going your way. I am someone, especially in my creative endeavors, that loves to have full control. I love directing. I love producing. I like to be the one to, plan this and plan this and plan this. And over 15 weeks, life happens, things come up, things get in the way, and it doesn't go as you originally may have planned. Just because something was written in a document in pre-production doesn't mean it's actually going to execute the same way in production or post-production. And I think that was a hard pill to swallow for me. I think it was something that I should have anticipated more. But I mean, I did my best and I feel like I got through the challenges that came up. And, believe me, there were plenty of challenges, but I think it was a great learning opportunity again for someone who wants to work professionally in the media field, to anticipate these things as they come up. What I learned about the creative and production process is that it's very time consuming. It's very fun for someone who's, obviously studied it because they have a passion in it. I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed making this film. Um, but it is very stressful. It comes with its own challenges. And I consider myself kind of a perfectionist. So if things don't work out a certain way, I try my best to fix them so that they will work out a certain way. And sometimes I just have to learn that it is what it is. You did your best and just work with it and move forward and keep trying to produce your best work with what you are given. There are some things that are just out of your control as a creative, and I think, again, that was something I had to learn along the way. And again, I think it was something that's very important to know as someone who wants to work professionally in media. One piece of advice that I would give a newcomer capstone student would be, Hmm. There's a lot of advice that I could give, but really make sure that you have a passion for what you're doing. Um, if you're giving this project your all, like you should be doing, because it's your senior project, it's your reflection of your work and your whole time here at UH West as an ACM student, you definitely want to put your best foot forward and show the board and whoever else is reviewing it that this is the best I can do. This is where I'm at now, and I want to improve. Obviously, things can always be improved, but this is my best work. You don't want to put out a project that's mediocre, or you don't want to look back on it and be like, I could have done this better. I could have done this better. I could have, like, at that point in time, that should be your best work. Um, and to do that, I think that you really have to have a passion for what you're doing, not just for your deliverable that you're producing, but also for the topic that you researched. Um, I considered a few different topics back in 489 before getting to sustainability, all that I was passionate about, but I am really glad that I went with this one because I think I was the most passionate about it. Um, in other ways, I also wanted to incorporate my outside passions from media into a media deliverable. I knew I wanted to make a documentary because, again, I love producing, I love filmmaking, and I wanted it to be informative. I wanted to make like an observational documentary. Um, but when choosing the topic, I didn't necessarily want to choose a topic in media because I wanted to display that I could outreach my talents in creative media to various like world issues or current events. And so I think that combining my love for sustainability in Hawaii with my talents and love for filmmaking was a great option for me. Not saying it's for everyone, everyone has their own topic and deliverable. But again, you just have to make sure that you're passionate about what you're researching and also how you're doing it. Because if there's a disconnect, then it's going to show in your work. And I don't think that should be the case. You should definitely be putting your best foot forward. And last question is where to now? Ideally, getting a job in the media field. I know I'm sure that's a lot easier said than done. I have looked at many jobs over this semester that I think I would be a good fit in. I just have been waiting to apply because I obviously want to graduate first to secure that. A lot of them because they require the bachelor's degree. So again, I just want to graduate before applying. I hope they work out. A few of them are local, a few of them are located on the mainland, but remote because I don't plan on moving as of right now. There's been a few internships that I've also been looking at. One was actually offered to me, but I wanted to prioritize finishing school before doing it. So I potentially could reach out to that company again. I just want to decide exactly what I'm going to do. So I guess where to now, as of right now, is to my computer so I can research and look into what job I actually want to do now. Because again, I want to explore various fields of media in my career, but I have to decide which one I want to do first. So yeah, it's just a lot of research and communicating and emails, I'm sure, and resume updating and portfolio finalizing, all of that fun media stuff. Um, but yeah, that's the last question. So thank you all for watching. You can find this video on my Tumblr, but also on the YouTube for my school account. And yeah, if you're a future capstone student watching this, I guess good luck this semester. Give it your all. And thank you. Have a good day. Bye.